Hi guys! Okay, so today I'm just going to give you a little rundown on how I cut layers into my extensions. So these are the ones I just got, so I haven't done anything to them. I just washed them and clipped them in, so that's why they're kind of wavy or whatever, so because they're freshly washed and just air dried. So usually I start off by clipping them in first, so I kind of get an idea of where the clips are going to sit, where, you know what I mean, like how it is going to be like on your head. So I'm not going to do too much to them just because my hair is already long. My hair is kind of like right there. And I feel like they blend pretty well with the extensions. If you have shorter hair, then you're going to want to cut a lot more layers into them. But if your hair is already long to begin with, you're pretty much good. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is the two side pieces I have. I'm just going to cut some layers just at the front so these pieces kind of blend in a little bit better. So I clip them in first so I get an idea of where it sits on my head. So probably I'm going to start cutting like around there, like maybe just a little bit before the transition starts. And then, here, let me do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip up my actual hair, my biological hair that I grew myself. Clip that up. Okay, so this is the two-piece clip that I have on the side. And I'm just going to take that and hold it in my hand. Maybe take a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut diagonally down into it just so it creates those layers at the front. So here are my scissors and let's just go. I'm going to start, I decided to start just a little bit up here. It depends where your hair, like how long your hair is. Okay, there you go. So when you put it all down, you brush it all together, you can't really tell, it blends in pretty well, but my hair and now the extensions start off at the same length and then my extensions go gradually longer, so it kind of just seems like everything goes together, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just clip up my real hair so you can see the track is like right there. Clip that up and then grab your side piece. Your side piece. Okay. See, I like to do it when it's in my hair because now I can see this is where my hair starts. I mean ends, whatever. And then I'm going to start just a little bit beforehand just because I feel like if your extensions are a little bit shorter than your hair to begin with, it kind of makes it blend even more seamless because you can't tell is the shorter piece your hair or is it the extensions. It all just kind of blends together. Okay, so I'm going to start there. I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to do it like this. It might look awkward, but hey. Go. Ta-da! And that's it, right there. Okay, now I'm going to take off the piece and show you what I did. So this is the piece out of my head. There you go, so you can see this is the original length. This little strand right here. And then that's like this little shorter layer that we just created at the front. I'll take off the other one too, and then when you take them out you can kind of see if you want to clean it up a little, or you can kind of see the length of the hair, and if you want to change it a little shorter or whatnot, you can do that. This is the other piece. See, so that's the original length, and then now we have those little shorter layers at the front. I haven't touched the other pieces. I have 3 pieces in. I have 2 3 clips at the bottom and then 1 4 clip at the top. So the 2 3 pieces, I think I'm just going to keep the length for now. I might, like this is where it hits just right at my waist basically. It's a little bit long for my liking. I might trim it up a little bit soon, but for now I'm going to keep it the original length. But, okay, for the 4 piece, I'm going to cut that up a bit. So I have it in my hair and this is, I can feel it, this is where it is. And it ends just about an inch below the longest piece. like the bottom piece. But I want it to end maybe like mid there, so like 2 inches off. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out, and this one I'm gonna cut outside of my head. So that's the 4-piece clip. 4-clip piece? Yeah, there we go. The 4-clip piece that I put at the top. This is like my top layer. And so from behind, I want it to blend with the last layer of my natural hair. So I don't want it to be like my natural hair, nothing in between, and then the longest piece. So I want this to be like that middle ground, right? So I hope that makes sense. I hope all of this makes sense. For everybody, it's gonna be different. If your hair is like really short, you're gonna want to cut a lot more shorter layers, and you know what I mean? You kind of have to go with how your hair is and how you want the hair to look. I'm gonna have to like clip it on something. So I'll be right back and do that. Okay, so I just closed it in my drawer, and then I wanted to cut off about 2 inches, so that's where I'm gonna cut. And it doesn't really have to be too neat, to be honest. As long as you don't cut it like straight across and it's like a straight line, then you should be fine. So if some pieces are a little shorter, a little longer, it's fine, because once you put it in your head, it's going to blend a lot better. Okay, so I put them all back in just to kind of see where it looks and if I need to touch it up. So that's where my hair is, and then there's the shorter piece from the top layer that we just did, and then the front layers. So all in, it looks like that. Let me just get up on my chair. And having it all in, I kind of want to cut off a little bit of the length, just because, I don't know, it's a little bit too long for me right now. And also, the shorter your hair is and like the shorter your layers are, the shorter you want your overall length to be, just because then you're kind of gonna get this like mullet look, you know what I mean? If your layers are, if you have like really short hair, your layers are short, and then you have a long piece, you're gonna look kind of mullety, so no. Just be careful with that. So I'm gonna cut off about 1 inch of the original length. There we go. There's that side, and then I'm gonna do this side. So that's what it looks like, and now I'm just gonna curl my hair and style it, and I'll get back to you and show you how that looks. Why is my dog barking? Okay, and that's how it looks like curled. See? You can't even tell where my hair ends or where the extensions end or start, so ta-da! I'm really happy with it. That's how it looks like from the back. There we go. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!